Hey kids, it's Pastor Travis, and this is
Thursday's Thoughts.
I love it! Almost time for Thursday Thoughts. Hey, how you doing, kids? What you saw just there, don't do that at home. That can be pretty rough. Do any of you feel like the same way I do?
I don't mean all beat up from falling downstairs.
I mean, do you feel like during the summertime you're kind of fighting a battle, a constant battle against these
Little enemies, these little villains, these little evil things called
mosquitoes? I can't stand these things. Living in Arizona, there's mosquitoes and all. But I tell you, living down here in Missouri, I had no idea there'd be so many mosquitoes all the time. Yeesh. I mean, I must go through a can of bug spray every single day. And still they attack. They come at me. And I know, it's because I'm so sweet that they want my delicious, tasty blood. Creepy little things. Ugh, I can't stand them. I see them and I smack them. Ah, and I flick them away. Ah, I can't stand them. Well, just recently I was over at Pastor Sean's house.
He's the pastor of the church that I'm at.
And he and I were walking around his property and I didn't think much about it and I had shorts on. Well, next thing you know, these mosquitoes attacked me. It's like they were in a war zone. They were like... They were all over me. Well, I didn't really feel them or notice them because we were walking through grass and, it was outside and it was a little sweaty and everything. I didn't notice them until later on. I sat down and oh my goodness, my legs were on fire. They were itching so bad. It was ridiculous. It's like I needed like the most gigantic rough brush ever in the world and just go... It was like having chicken pox when I was a little kid.
You guys ever had chicken pox? If you have, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, well, I hope you never get them, but at least you get to eat a lot of ice cream.
I guess. I think that's what happened. I don't really remember. But I realized that the mosquitoes didn't bite me where my shirt was. The mosquitoes didn't bite me where my shorts were. The mosquitoes didn't bite me where my shoes were. They bit me in all the open areas, all the areas that were not covered, that were not protected. So many times we go out into the world and we're not fully prepared. We're not fully ready. We're not protected as we think we are. Now, it says in the Bible in Psalm 121:7, the Lord will protect you and keep you safe from all dangers. God says in His Word, He will protect us. He will keep us safe. So then why do we get hurt? Why are we not safe? Well, it's because of our own decisions, our own bad decisions. If I would have taken my time and walked down the steps normally, I wouldn't have fallen. I wouldn't have gotten hurt. But I was in a rush and I was not choosing the right things. I was not doing the right things. I was not being wise. And
right down the stairs.
Now, that isn't God not protecting me. That's me making a bad choice. So you might say,
well, what about people that got hurt because of somebody else's decision? They weren't doing anything wrong.
I can't answer that. I wish I could. I know that God protects us. He protects our spirits. He protects our souls. As long as we've given ourselves to Him, as long as we've asked for His protection. I mean, you can't say,
I want you to protect me, but I don't want you to protect me.
I mean, that doesn't make sense, right? If you are inside a tank and you only see like this much, you have no idea what's going on around you. You have no idea what you are being protected from by that tank. Only just this little bitty area that you can see right there. You see it?
See? Look right there. You guys see? You see what I'm talking about? That's all the area that you see.
You have no idea all the things that are coming against you on the sides. But because you're fully protected, you don't have to worry about it. And that's the way God's protection is. When we ask for God's protection, when we say, God, I want to live for you and I want you to protect me and cover me and take care of me, there's so many things that we have no idea have come against us.
The problem is we always think it's just like something physical. It's just something we can see. That the attacks are always going to be something that we could prevent ourselves, that we don't really need God. And that's why people don't ask for God's protection. That's why they don't trust to have God's protection.
But He says in His Word very plainly that the things that are most dangerous, that are most worrisome for us, are not things that we can see, are not regular physical dangers, but they're other kinds of dangers. If you look at Ephesians 6, verse 11 through 13, I'm going to read a little bit about this here. Wear the full armor of God. Wear God's armor so that you can fight against the devil's evil tricks. Our fight is not against people on this earth. We are fighting against the rulers and authorities and the powers of this world's darkness. We are fighting against the spiritual powers of evil in the heavenly world. That is why you need to get God's full armor. Then on the day of evil, you will be able to stand strong. And when you have finished the whole fight, you will still be standing. I encourage you to read more into that scripture there. Read further on, and it actually talks about the armor of God that we put on.
The helmet of salvation, the breastplate of righteousness, the belt of truth, the shoes of preparation of peace, the sword of the Spirit, the shield of faith.
It talks about all these different armor pieces of God that we put upon ourselves to protect us. Not just our physical bodies, but protect our spirits, protect our hearts, protect our minds. Those are the things that most need protecting, because those are the things that the enemy can steal from us.
He can take off an arm. He can remove an ear. He can even kill us.
But what he can't do is force us to choose a life away from God. That's our decision. So if we allow that, then that harm is upon us. God can and will protect you as long as you allow him to protect you.
You can't say, I want your protection, but I don't want your protection.
You got to choose. Either you do or you don't. As for me, I'm choosing God's protection. I'm choosing it against the enemy. I'm choosing it against the devil's evil tricks. I'm even choosing his protection against the mosquitoes, because I think those mosquitoes might very well be part of the devil's evil tricks. I don't like them things at all. Is that one? All right, kids, that's all I have for you this week. Have an awesome, fantastic week. I will see you next time. Love you all. God bless. I'm going to see if I can clean up my blood off the stairs. Ooh. I'm coming. Okay, that one actually hurt. One more time.